The 3M Scott ACSi self-contained breathing apparatus is to be used only by persons trained in the use of the SCBA and only in conjunction with an organized respiratory protection program. Before donning, your ACSi self-contained breathing apparatus must be properly maintained and inspected in accordance with the user instructions and your respiratory protection program. Check the cylinder pressure. Always begin with a full cylinder. Ensure the time rating of the cylinder is sufficient to enter, work, and exit the hazardous area. Check that the cylinder is held securely by the cylinder retention assembly. There are numerous ways to don and pressurize an SCBA. For convenience, in this video, we will start with the cylinder and back frame and then move to the facepiece. Fully depress the center of the air saver switch and then release. Ensure the red purge valve knob is closed, pointed up, by turning fully clockwise. Open the cylinder valve by turning the cylinder valve handwheel counterclockwise approximately 2.5 turns to fully open the cylinder valve. The whistle alarm EOSTI, end of service time indicator, will activate momentarily as the system is pressurizing. Check that the remote pressure gauge reads within 10% of the value indicated on the cylinder pressure gauge. Spread the shoulder straps and fold open the waist pad. The cylinder should be facing toward you and the shoulder straps and waist pad away from you. Note it is always appropriate to have a buddy help with the donning process. Pass the left arm through the left shoulder strap, then swing the set across the back. Put your left arm through the right shoulder strap. While leaning slightly forward, ensure that the shoulder pads fall into place on your shoulders. Pull down on the shoulder straps as you proceed to stand upright to settle the unit in position on your back. Again, lean slightly forward and connect the waist belt buckle. Tighten the belt by pulling forward on the side-mounted belt end. Stand up straight and readjust the shoulder straps and waist belt as needed to ensure the weight of the SCBA is carried on the hips. Tuck the excess shoulder and waist straps out of the way. Before donning, note whether you are using a 4-strap or 5-strap facepiece, as directions in this section change slightly. Adjust head straps to their full outward position. Center the facepiece on the face with the chin in the chin cup. Hold the facepiece in one hand. With the other hand, pull the head harness down over the crown of the head, using the pull tab, if equipped on the 5-strap, or hand hold at the bottom of the netting, 4-strap. Verify that nothing comes between the sealing surface of the facepiece and the face, for example, bushy mustache, hair, or clothing, etc. Stroke the head harness over the back of the head and ensure the straps are lying smooth and flat against the head and neck with no twists. Verify the head harness is centered and properly located on the back of the head. While holding the facepiece firmly against the face, tighten the bottom neck straps evenly, one at a time, by pulling each strap end toward the back of the head. Alternate hands to maintain the facepiece position while tightening. Continue to hold the facepiece in place and adjust the side temple straps in the same way. If you're using a 5-strap harness, continue to hold the facepiece in place and adjust the top forehead strap by pulling toward the back of the head. Verify the head harness position and reposition or retighten as necessary. Perform a user seal check by covering the regulator docking port with your hand and inhale gently. The respirator will collapse slightly to the face. Hold the negative pressure for a few seconds. Air should not leak into the facepiece. If leakage is detected, readjust the facepiece per the previous instructions and repeat the user seal check. If you have any issues with donning, do not use the respirator and contact your supervisor. Hold the MMR with the red purge valve knob at the top 12 o'clock position to align the two flat sides of the regulator with the flats in the facepiece docking port. Insert the MMR into the facepiece docking port. Rotate the MMR 90 degrees to the left, counterclockwise as viewed from the inside of the facepiece, until you hear an audible click, indicating that the MMR locking latch has engaged. Inhale sharply to initiate airflow. To remove the MMR from the facepiece, depress the air saver switch to stop the flow of air. Thumb the locking tab, twist the MMR 90 degrees, then pull the MMR away from the facepiece. Loosen the head harness straps by moving the buckle release levers forward away from the head. Slightly loosen the SCBA shoulder straps by lifting up on the ends of slide buckles. Release the waist belt by pressing the release button in the center of the buckle. Slide one shoulder at a time out of the shoulder straps and remove the SCBA from your back. Note, again, as in the donning procedure, it is always appropriate to have a buddy help with the doffing process. Place SCBA on a secure, flat surface. Close the cylinder valve by pushing in the hand wheel and turning clockwise. Open the purge valve knob to bleed the residual air pressure from the system. As the remote pressure gauge falls into the quarter red low air zone, the whistle alarm EOSTI will sound one final time. When the pressure is completely bled from the system, the whistle alarm will stop. Close the purge valve knob. Store and maintain the ACSi according to user instructions.